Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before I start, I just want to remind you guys that this particular drawing you see right here was actually the drawing illustration that I gave on my last YouTube video towards the end of that YouTube video. If you watched that YouTube video, you wouldn't have missed this trade, right? So at that video, I gave this drawing illustration and as you can see, that is exactly what happened on gold, right? And that was exactly how we made $900 on a Thursday morning, right? So I'm going to actually break down why I entered these gold buys from these early entries instead of waiting for this high that I talked about to be broken before entering this trade, right? So without wasting much time, let's go straight to the breakdown. You all know that we framed this entry from a daily time frame, right? So from a daily time frame fair value gap, why did I enter this trade here? Instead of waiting for that high to be broken, the high that brought price into the fair value gap to be broken. I noticed as the price action started forming, the price action that I actually illustrated with the drawing, I noticed that when it started forming, I noticed that a daily time frame resistance formed also, right? And that daily time frame was where I changed my interest from, right? Was where I was actually interested in seeing price break strongly above it to enter my trade, and that was how I entered this particular trade from the first entry instead of the second, the high I was expecting to be broken to before entering this trade, right? So what did I see here? I noticed that the daily time frame resistance formed, and then I noticed that price started reacting actually like I said it would, right? And then after the daily time frame resistance formed, price then met it and then reacted for me like it was going to keep coming down, right? Breaking below this particular low that brought price to it, right? So when price acted like that, that particular daily time frame resistance became my interest, became the point I was expecting price to break for me to see a trade, right? And that was how I took this trade from this particular first entry instead of the second entry. So what did I see? I noticed that when price met it, broke below this low, and then it started going up. From a 1 hour time frame, price broke strongly above that daily resistance, right? So when price broke it, I was still watching to see the next thing happen, which was a fair value gap, right? So this is actually that fair value gap, right? So let me zoom out a bit for you to see what I'm talking about. Let me zoom out a bit for you to see what I'm talking about. So this is that fair value gap. Let me bring it close to the drawing illustration for you to see that this is exactly what happened here, and that is exactly how we entered gold longs, right? So this is the daily resistance that formed, and see how price met it, reacted like it's coming down, and then broke above it in the 1 hour time frame. This is that fair value gap I was waiting to see next for me to enter the trade. This fair value gap right here that I just clicked on right now. You see, this is the same fair value gap right here too. You see, so that is why, and that was why actually I entered this trade from here. And I actually waited for the CPI to close, to the CPI news, for the CPI news to be delivered before strongly entering this trade again, because I understood the result of the CPI, and that is actually why it is also very, very important for you to knowing technicals will always not be enough as people think, right? Joining technicals with fundamentals, the news, what is the actual reason why your trade is moving? It's not just moving because you know technicals, you know that if it breaks this support, if it breaks this resistance, it's going to go the other way around. No, it doesn't happen that way. What are you backing your price action with? Do you understand the news? Do you understand the economy of the US economy? Because that is what I'm looking at. You know, I tried looking at the United States economy. I tried looking at their currencies. I tried looking at when it gets weak. I tried looking at geopolitical factors. I tried looking at rumors of war. I tried looking at so many things that are coming around to affect the the pair that I choose to trade, which is gold, right? And that is why I trade only gold, because I understand the fundamental backings to it, right? So after the CPI, I noticed that with the CPI results, price is going to definitely go to the upside too, backing my last prediction or last illustration on this particular trade, right? So after the CPI, the CPI ended, and then I waited for the 1 hour candle to close, right? I entered this trade straight away, right? I entered this trade, and as you can see, the next day I entered this trade on the Wednesday after the CPI release, and then the next day before 5:15 a.m. because the whole trade was closed around 5:12. So before 5:15, I was on my bed and I already made $900, right? So this is why you shouldn't be missing my YouTube videos, right? It's actually for anybody that is interested in going into trading, or anybody that wants to learn how to trade the better way, right? So thank you very much for watching, and God bless you.
Yeah, now here we can say we've come to the end of the video, and I'm about showing you what I'm expecting to see next on gold again, just like I did on the last YouTube video. But I'm not going to waste much of your time or use any drawing illustration here. I'm going to go straight to the 1 hour daily time frame. So from daily time frame, let me put on my imbalance indicator for you to see the fair value gap that I'm expecting price to revisit again, to know if we are going to go to the upside again from a price action. As you all know, I trade only after I notice a price action with fundamental backings to the price action, right? So this is a 1 hour time frame. This is a daily time frame fair value gap, right? As you can see. So I've marked it out already. What I'm expecting to see is price revisiting it, although the way it broke out, this seems more like a breakaway gap than a fair value gap, because you see how it broke strongly above this particular high, this daily high here. It broke strongly above it. There wasn't any weak rejection, signifying that price is definitely going to come back into this daily fair value gap. But yeah, it's still our point of interest, and we are still bullish on gold. What I'm expecting to see here is price coming into this particular daily fair value gap, and then looking at a price action that I will use to continue longing gold to the upside. And that is what I'm expecting to see on the next trade. Price visiting this daily fair value gap that I just marked there, and then giving me a 1 hour time frame price action to continue riding gold to the upside. And as we all know, we are still bullish on gold. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you. See you on my next YouTube video. I know I've said this before, but God will keep blessing you for watching. Thank you very much. Bye bye.